Hey, Jack Squad, everybody. How's everybody doing? Hope you're making it happen for yourself, and I hope all things are well with you today. Child, I couldn't wait to do this video. I'm going to talk about Real Housewives of Potomac. But before I get started, make sure you like, share, comment, subscribe. All of my social medias is down in the description box. If you want to donate to my channel, my Cash App is down there as well. Y'all, listen, I wanted to do it yesterday, but I was so tired, right? Listen, I cannot believe Candiace on Real Housewives of Potomac. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you, sis? Like, are you that confident that you think you can keep fooling with people and they not knock your teeth out, right? Now, I got a whole bunch to say, y'all. I got a whole bunch to say. Hold on, let me see something. Oh, no, that's something. I thought that was something important. I got a whole bunch to say, y'all. Listen, I couldn't believe first of all, I couldn't believe none of that I saw. Even though this was probably the best episode they done had this season, it was a lot of fuckery and foolery and drama in it, right? Some good, some funny, some need to not happen no more, right? Now, listen, I got to talk about this first. Now, you know, they in wherever they at, somewhere nice. I forgot where they was at. So much went on, I forgot they on the East Coast somewhere. I don't know. But Wendy thought it was a great idea for the couples to go. Now, it's always awkward when on these shows they have a couples situation and everybody's not a couple. Like, I don't want to be on the show and y'all doing couple shit and I ain't got no couple. Like, I don't want to do that, right? But they're contractually obligated to do that. But anyway, they're going to have the couples thing. Now, initially, Giselle and Robin, Robin is such a copycat, right? A lot of them is so elementary, right? But Robin is such a copycat. She's a monkey see, monkey do. Now, she claims she has beef with Wendy, but Wendy just checks you. That's all. Giselle, you have legitimate reason not to go. I wouldn't even invite you, but she was gracious enough to invite you. I wouldn't even invite y'all, right? If I don't like you, I don't want you to come. But they on the show, ensemble show, so everybody got to come at some point, right? So they're not there initially. So Wendy and her husband get there, then Maya and her husband, Gordon. Now, Gordon is the guy who's watching the kids. He's built up a business. He married Maya. Everything looks great, right? That's Gordon. G Money or G Daddy is a whole other creature. We're going to talk about him in a minute. Like, I was appalled. I'm all down with good TV, but some shit just don't do. Don't embarrass me, buddy. Don't do that, right? So anyway, Wendy says this is going to be a GVO, good vibes only, right? I almost forgot what it meant. Good vibes only, right? That's what she said. And they all talking, having fun, sitting around taking some drinks, right? And then I noticed that I'm trying to figure this out. I don't know if G was drinking the wrong liquor or he just drinking liquor, period, sends him off. I can't see a businessman of his stature and his age that you can't control your liquor. Like, I don't see that. That don't mix with me, right? So either you don't drink or you was drinking the wrong shit. One or the other, right? So he started being very entertaining right away. At first I thought it was funny. Old man funny. Ha-ha, he. You know what I'm saying? Corny, funny, kind of corny kind of guy, right? But the more he talked, the more cringy it got, right? But anyway, we're gonna save him for a minute. We're gonna push him back for a minute, right? So, yeah, and I also put down here, G should never drink again in public places. Yeah, he shouldn't. Not if that's how you're gonna carry on. Don't do that, right? Don't do that. But I'm going to say this. Well, I'm going to say that for later. But I'm going to say this right now before I forget. Some men, especially men, now he's much older than Maya. And even though Maya's a businesswoman, maybe he's been the one always been in the spotlight. And now that she is, he's acting out. I'm going to say the rest for later. But anyway, well, I got it here in my notes. I might as well talk about it now. Yeah, I can't believe, and I said this before, that he's a businessman and don't know how to conduct himself in. Don't know how to conduct himself. Like I don't see that. First of all, you should have set your old ass down somewhere. That's what you should have did. Set the fuck down. If you know you can't handle no liquor, you should have went over there and sat down, right? Or say, no, I don't want no liquor. Give me some player punch. And for you that don't know what player punch is, that's what I drink. That's cranberry, orange juice on the rocks. That's what he should have had, and nobody wouldn't have knew the wiser. You understand what I'm saying? And I think that this is what I think. Because I just don't believe that you just get drunk like that and you can't handle your liquor, you clown all out like that. I believe he was determined to fuck this up. He didn't want to go in the first place, but he went for Maya. But I think he acted out, because I've been in a relationship like that. I think he acted out so she would never ask him again to come nowhere on this shit. That's what I think. Because he too old. He's 68. He know better than what he doing. And you ain't no drunk like that. You a businessman. I just believe that he did that so he does not have to be asked to come and be on them in them situations again. Now, he'll film with her and the kids at the house and wherever they be. But as far as the couple and the group ensemble shit, I don't think he wants to do that. When he could just do like Juan do and just don't come, right? But I think that's what it was, because he's too smart and old of a man. He know better. You don't clown out like that with strangers, with people you don't know. It was awful. He was awful. You know, when he started with the drinks, and then what really got me was when they pulled up and said, "Where's the valet?" Now y'all at it. Y'all know it wasn't no damn valet. Y'all know, did you see a valet? No, it wasn't no valet. And then when Wendy and her husband came, I can't remember Wendy's husband's name right now. When Wendy and her husband, when they saw them, he handed him the key. Now, he acted like he was playing, but he was serious about that. He wanted Wendy's husband to go park his car. That's what he wanted. And his attitude is the reason why Maya acts the way she acts. They act like they're above, right? And they could be financially, I don't know. But they, they act like they're above doing certain things, and they're above certain things, and they're privileged. That's how they act, right? So, he wanted him to park the car. That's what he wanted. He acted like he was playing, but he was serious. He was serious. And the fact that they thought somebody was going to come and get their bags. Like, I never did see who got the bags, but y'all know y'all had to get y'all bags. Y'all wasn't in no 5-star hotel. Y'all was at a house. Y'all was renting a house, right? So anyway, that kind of turned me off, right? But okay, come on in. And then once he got in and got to drinking and talking all corny and old and retarded. See, this is why, y'all, let me tell you something. That's why I don't like old men, right? Because they don't know how to act. They don't. You would think that they do, but they don't. Very immature, right? Don't know how to act. They don't know how to act in group settings. They talk too much. They talk too much instead of just falling back, being cool, fit in where get in where you fit in, right? They talk too much, right? So anyway, all of that turned me off, but okay, it make for good TV. He's a clown, he's an old goofball, right? Okay. So the more they talked and the more they drank, the more obnoxious he became, right? Now then, who else came in next? Was it Ascala? It was Ascala and her husband. And then I'm trying to think. It was us, and then Candiace and her husband came, right? That's when it got real clownery, right? GDADDY, we gonna call him GDADDY, right? GDADDY got to talking about he liked white women. When he licked his tongue out and patted the whole thing was like obnoxious, inappropriate, disgusting, embarrassing. I could just go on and on with what it was. Now, Mia was on the other hand, was sitting there like she was unbothered. Now, just came to my head, maybe she's seen him act like that before in front of folks. I can't imagine you would take him somewhere and think that's cool, right? Well, he the type of nigga, you got to stay home. If this is how you gonna act, I'll see you when I get back, right? We're not taking you nowhere. And so he just became really obnoxious, talking about he liked white women only and this and that. Candiace's husband said he liked black women only. Okay. And then he licked his tongue out and bucked his eyes, and he said some more to me, it was bordering on sexual harassment to me. Like, it's disgusting. Like, let me just say this. When somebody older do that, that shit is disgusting and weird. It's just fucking weird. It ain't cute. It's weird, right? I had my mouth open the whole time. Like, somebody get him. Mike, get your man. Get him. Shut him up. Bust him in the head with a something. Do something. Shut him up, right? And so when he told her to shut the fuck up, so now I'm thinking, maybe that's how he acts. And she used to it. And she, you know, she there for the, she, you know, she's staying for the pay, right? But, you know, it's only so much I can tolerate, even for money. Disrespect I don't tolerate. I just don't tolerate from nobody, right? Because I don't disrespect you, you can't disrespect me. Because disrespect puts me in another headspace and make me want to punch you in your damn eye, right? I don't care who you is. So, him saying that, and then she acting like it was nothing, makes me think now, maybe that's how they talk. It's okay to talk how you talk with yourself, but not in mixed company, right? Not in mixed company. That was awful. That was horrible, right? And maybe she just sitting there waiting on him to die, because that was horrible. If that's how he act, obnoxious and unruly and disgusting like that, I wouldn't go nowhere with him. Nowhere. But anyway, you know, that whole scene was cringy. The whole scene, right? And then, yeah, it was sickening. Yeah, it was gross. It was gross and inappropriate and disgusting. Now, I said that already, right? I'm going to say it again. It was gross and disgusting and embarrassing and very inappropriate. And I hope that they don't ignore it because he's 60. Like, look, oh, that's, you know, Gordon. Because he was acting like GDADDY. He was acting like a plumb fool. And I was embarrassed. I was embarrassed. You know what I'm saying? And I don't even know them people, right? Who else we gonna go? What we gonna go to next? Yeah, I put this in my notes. That was purposeful clowning. That's what I think it was. It was purposeful. He wanted to take everybody aback. He wanted to do that. Now, do he know it looked as bad as it looked? I don't think so. I think when he looks at it, unless this is who he is. But that licking his tongue out and his eyes bucket and patting his thigh, all that was bordering on sexual harassment. Shit, we need to call HR. Fuck that. Bravo, where is HR? Get him. Andy, somebody. Yeah, I put down here, he don't need to drink whatever color liquor that was again. And like I said, Wendy set the atmosphere. She tried her best. You know, she's Zen Win this season. She tried her best, but it went all awry. Whenever you have... See, Candiace she just a messy monkey. That's what she is. She's just a messy, busybody-ass broad, right? And I don't know if it's because she's little. I don't know. You know, a lot of times it's the people who ain't never been in a fight that run off at the mouth at the most, right? Now, she run around acting like a Karen, and then as soon as somebody busts in your damn eye, you want to start crying and get your sticky notes. Now, you done forgot what happened? You forgot what happened, right? And I wonder if Monique's sitting there looking like, I told y'all, right? She's being vindicated right now. Monique, I always was down with Monique in the first place because that shit Candiace did is just too much. You can't put your hands in people's face. It's just certain shit you do. I don't give a damn with security. I don't care who around. You got to be respectful to me, right? You can't put your hands in my face. And the shit Candiace says, she says it to her, even though she's very childlike. She's childlike to me. She's very childlike, and she's very not knowing. Or acting like she's not knowing. Now, I guess she grew up in the suburbs and they didn't fight. But the shit she do causes your head to get all the way split, miss. So anyway, yeah, I got down here. Candiace need to shut the fuck up. Especially for someone that can't fight and going to cry like a Karen. Because she's going to cry. As soon as somebody do something to her, she's going to turn into a victim. And she's very tough. This is what I don't understand about her. You talk real tough. Like she told Maya, you need to learn how to finish. So do that mean I need to bust you in the eye? Do I need to choke you out? Like if it was me, I'd have just choked her and slammed her on the floor and stood on top of her and bully talked her. I wouldn't have really put my hands on her after I choked her and slammed her down on the floor. or choked up against the refrigerator and told her to shut the fuck up and look her dead in the eyes so that she would know that I mean it. But, Maya would have, she probably would have lost her job there. But, you know what, better yet, what I would have did? Because Candace thinks she's the smartest one in the room. She thinks she's the smartest one in the room. So you have to psychologically whoop her. First off, when she said whatever she said, I wouldn't even respond. She would be totally invisible to me. Totally invisible. That would get her. She would be totally invisible to me. But every time I entered a room, or every time I was around her, she would feel my presence without me even talking. She would feel my presence. I would make her pee on herself. Every time I saw her, she'd have her body would have a reaction. That's what I would do for her. I wouldn't talk to her. I wouldn't go back and forth with her. I wouldn't do none of that. And when she said your mama is low budget, when she said, now you can't put your hands on them people, right? I'd have looked her dead in her eye, got so close to her, and looked at her so crazy, and then turned around, let her walk away, and let her think what could have happened, what might happen, what should happen. And every time we walked in the room, I'd get real close to her. I'd get real close to her. She could smell my breath and hear my heartbeat. That's how close I would get to her. I wouldn't say a word, though. I would psychologically damage Candace, because Candace, like I said, thinks she's the smartest one in the room. So you can't put your hands on her. You don't want to talk her. She thinks she's reading real good with them elementary reads, your mama, your big feet. That's all you got. And I think that Candace this is my thing with Candace. Candace always wanted to be in with Robert and Giselle. Robert's husband ain't going to be around. Giselle ain't got one. She's comfortable with that. When somebody has a situation that she deems better than hers, relationship-wise, she don't like them. That's why she couldn't get along with Monique, and she's not going to be able to get along with Maya. And I'm trying to think that her and Wendy ever have some beef. They may have and made up. But Wendy's smarter than her. Wendy is smarter than her. So Candace picks what she wants. She's just like her mother. That's where she gets it from, her mother, right? And to keep talking about somebody, keep talking about somebody's mother, even after they explain to you what's going on regarding her mother. She's mean-spirited. Whatever happens to her this season, that's her fault. Now, to Bravo Production and Andy Cohen, is this what you guys want? Because somebody may hurt her, and then they'll have to leave the show, and you're going to keep Candace on every season so somebody can hurt her every season, and they leave the show. Is this what you're looking for? You know what I'm saying? Because she's going to keep running her mouth if there's no repercussions. There needs to be some repercussions. When Portia got into it with, who she get into it with that one time? I don't know if it was Cynthia or Kenya. Portia couldn't film for a while. You know what I'm saying? She couldn't film for a while. There needs to be some repercussions for Candace's mouth being so disrespectful and hurtful. Because you're trying to hurt. You're trying to hurt. You too little. You can't fight, sis. You know what I'm saying? You can't fight. You all bark and no bite. And you like a kid. Because soon as somebody check you, soon as somebody blow down on you, then you're going to start crying with a little piece of tissue and start crying. I don't like Candace. I like that first. I don't like Candace because you know exactly what you're doing. After the Monique, so what you're doing is thinking that every time you do this, you can antagonize someone to hit you, and then they leave the show if you don't like them. Is that what your goal is? And let me say this, another thing. Candace's husband don't work. I guess he work a little bit or something, work around a little bit, right? But you might as well marry the black man. Because you would have married somebody that's now ain't working and he drinking. I think that's going to be a problem. The drinking is going to be a problem if it is not already a problem, right? So now you got a non-working alcoholic husband, white husband, right? You went all out your race because you think you better. I'm telling you why she got the white guy. Nothing wrong with Chris. I ain't saying nothing wrong with interracial marriages. I'm saying on Candace's behalf, because Candace thinks she's above, she thinks she's uppity. Her mother has taught her to think that, so you go get the white man because the black man wasn't good enough for you. That's why you got one, because the black man wasn't good enough for you. And now you are in the situation, because a man is a man is a man. So you're in a situation that you would have been in had you been with Tyrone, right? So you are, and I think that her mom is still helping with them, you know, that house or whatever. So you're in that situation, and karma's going to come get you. If you keep acting out and trying to hurt and belittle people, because she takes great pride in that. She takes great pride in that. And I don't, you know, Mia's doing a good job at ignoring her and taking it on the chin. She's doing a real good job with that. But she's hurt. because she started crying to Karen. She's hurt, right? And you know, one thing about someone that's trying to that's in recovery, it doesn't take much for them to slip back into whatever they was in. And you know, if her mom watched this show and see that, and you know, they're already emotional people. Her mom may already be emotional. She just got out of jail. She's an older lady because she looked nice and sweet as pumpkin pie. She don't look like what she's been through, and I'm sure she's been through something, right? So for Candiace to keep that up shows that you have no empathy, no sympathy, and you're just being downright mean. So Candiace needs to sit out. Andy, Bravo, producers, y'all need to sit Candiace out for a while, because this is her pattern of doing shit. You know, she pulled the knife. Matter of fact, she pulled a little butter knife on Ashley. Y'all remember that? Candiace is a fucking problem. I just thought about that. She's a problem. She's a problem. And y'all let her do it every season. Somebody may get hurt. Seriously, right? So now, when do we draw the line? When do we pull the plug on Candiace? When do we pull the plug on Candiace, right? I wanted so badly to get at her Twitter because she say a lot of shit on Twitter too. You know, but where do we pull the plug on Candiace? Like, she pulled the butter knife on Ashley. She antagonized Monique till Monique had to have a little tussle with her. She's off the show. She quit herself. They might have would have let her go anyway. And now you're antagonizing Mia. That's look like what all you came for is to antagonize Mia. Forget that we all trying to have a good time. You came to fuck up the scene. You came to fuck up the scene. That's what you came to do. I don't like that, and I don't like her. And she needs to be either canceled or put on a timeout. Like I heard her say something, and you know what? I watched her video. The video is good in a 90s kind of way. It's good. It's a good video, right? She said something about she was on the same level as Brandy and somebody, like girl bye. But the video was good. But again, videos take a lot of money to make. And I don't know if you have that. Now I hope you get what all you gonna get on this one so you can do better with the next one, right? But I don't like her. And I want them to do something with her. And let me see what else I got to say about her. Yeah, I put this. She's going to antagonize her the rest of the season and want to keep talking about her big feet. Like, so? She's a tall, big woman. You know, like, so? Something is wrong with Candiace, and it's her mama. She acts just like her mama, just like Tisha act like her mama. Your mama is very important, right? Your mama is a very important character in your life, right? Yeah, now we're going to go to Ascali. Looks like, is her name Ascala? Ascala is following in her lead a little bit. But we'll have to see where it goes. Again, Candiace was dead wrong. And I hope when she watches the show, but I don't think she has a conscience and I don't think she cares because she's gotten away with it for a few seasons now. You know, now Giselle and Robin weren't there. Karen tried to intercede and she said, no. Like she's justifying what she's saying. Your mama was the one going around spilling tea and stirring up the pot to everybody that you came in contact with that day. And I hope when you rewatch it, you see that. It was your mama. Your mama shouldn't have opened up her damn mouth. It was your mama. Okay? And her mama did that. Her mama stirred the pot purposely. Again, she knows what she's a psychologist. She knows what she's doing. Right? And I think Candiace owes Maya and her mom an apology, a sincere one. Like, they need to come together and sit down. It's okay to bicker, but leave people's mamas and shit out, right? Kids, you know, keep it amongst yourselves, right? It's like, you know, don't do that. Don't do that. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's so elementary. People say your mama. Like, okay, and you know, in the hood, saying your mama, I'm going to say this one more time, saying your mama will get your wig split. But she knows she can say that because there's security and production staff and all that there. So Candiace thinks she has free reign to say whatever she wants because she knows nobody can put their hands on her. I don't believe she does that in real life. Matter of fact, I know she don't. And then she's always trying to body shame somebody or talk about you know, talking about somebody's marriage. Like, again, you with the white guy that don't have a job. And he drinking every scene he's drinking. And she asked him, is it time to drink? He said, something to the fact that any time's a good time to drink. Red flag. But anyway, what else I want to say about Candace? I think all I want to say. And I think Wendy should have interjected in that Mia and Candace situation. Now, I'm anxious to see what's going to happen next week because Candace's husband already set it up. Because he was like, the girls, they go in there. See, Candace already told him what she was going to do. Listen to this. And he was telling the guys, yeah, because us guys, we're cool. The girls, they go in there and holler and fight and do it out. But us guys are cool. He said that because he knew that Candace was going to go in there and shake up the house with Maya. And he don't want no beef with Maya's husband. Just thought about that. That's why he was having that conversation out there. Bet you. I'm dying to see what happens next week. And so anyway, I had so many notes about, I was just in my bed thinking of all kind of stuff, right? I was looking at Jessie Wu page, and she was like, Bravo gonna need to give Candace a helmet. Need to put that in the contract. I was like, damn, I should have thought of that. But yeah, you'd have to whoop her psychologically. Yeah, you have to whoop Candace psychologically. And again, I want Candace to have a timeout. It looked like we might have to put GDADDY on a timeout too. I don't know. Because that shit was borderline sexual harassment to me. Like, you're in a mixed group. You licking your tongue and bucking your eyes and saying all kind of shit. Like, sit down, dude. Like, nobody wants that now. It was a good episode. It was very, very dramatic, very, very juicy, and very, very troublesome all at the same time, y'all. I forgot to tell y'all, hit the like button, y'all. Hit the like button for me. Let me tell y'all, I forgot to tell y'all this. I did my video. It was 52 minutes long of me cooking my tostadas. Prepared. I was ready, y'all. Prepared. What I didn't do was turn my devices off and put them on silent. And I think that's had something to do with it because when I looked at it, because I always look at them before I upload them, make sure everything cool. And it went in slow motion. I don't know why it went in slow motion, but I'm thinking that it had something to do with it. Somebody called me. I don't know what happened, y'all. It just went in slow motion. And I had ate them, so I couldn't do another one. I was full, right? So I think I'm going to do one tomorrow or Thursday on the tostadas. I'm going to do that because those things are delicious, right? I'm eating something else today, but I think I'm going to do it tomorrow. So tomorrow I will upload, and then that'll probably be my last video for a while because my twins will be here for a week. And I'm going to be writing. I may say a little something, but I got to finish up my book like I told y'all. I'm working on that. So anyway, y'all, don't forget to hit the like button right now for me. Hit the bell so you know when I upload new videos. And make sure you share and comment and subscribe, okay? I appreciate you guys. My new my new subscribers, welcome. Welcome to the Jack Squad. Like I said, I'm going to talk about a whole bunch of stuff, but I ain't messy, okay? What else I want to say? To donate to my channel, my Cash App is down in the description box. Thank you very much. If you choose to donate, also the link to my daughter's book will be in the description box as well. You guys have a great day. That's what I'm getting ready to do. Have a great day and be safe. Bye-bye.